The universe is our natural supreme being. With Open Pantheism, we view the universe as we experience it as at least our natural supreme being, which has evolved our lives and sustains them in the natural paradise it has nourished up over the eons. A redemptive aspect of this vision is, of course, that every living creature is part of the life of our natural God and ought to evoke our awe and reverence. So we ought to be repulsed by the thought that we would harm or kill one another, unless in the defense of life. 2. Is it intelligent to feel lost in the enormity of the universe, or bereft by its apparent indifference? Or might we more wisely feel at home in it, and know what an extraordinary privilege it is to be part of it, especially at the level of animate life? If we allow ourselves, we find that our spirits encourage us, not as a sympathetic fallacy, but as a natural outflow of our affections toward what has evolved and sustains us, to enjoy a feeling of oneness with our natural God, as a nourishing wholeness, and with each of its sacred embodiments. The feeling can begin at any point, but the logical flow begins with the self, our surest connection with whatever created us, out to those we love, our friends, acquaintances, all other people, and on to every other member of creation we can know. And then to the cosmos, the natural supreme being that contains us all, and on, if we choose, to a creator or creators who may be beyond our certain knowledge. 3. Is identifying with the oneness of all a self-delusion? The oceanic amiss? If the thought directs us beyond life, we may find ourselves in the arms of emptiness. But if it helps us broaden our relationship with life and the rest of creation, if in fact creation isn't all life, matter and energy understood for what the complex may truly constitute, it has a substantial foundation based on each of us as part of all that lives and is. 4. Does the universe, which we say is our natural God, have a mind? Our own minds, for better or for worse, are part of it, as is the mind of every other living thing, and the way atoms and molecules know how to combine in a form of intelligence inherent in them. So we may say, to these extents, that mind is an aspect of it, but does it possess a central intelligence? Given the dimension we live in, would we be able to tell, even if we were living in the middle of it? It seems that we should be content to appreciate the multifarious manifestations of its intelligence that we're able to witness every moment, without drawing a limit on whatever other mental capacities it might have. 5. How the mind, blessed wanderer, inclines to rove. Now we sometimes wonder, as the astonished benefactors of modern astronomy, if our great universe might be only one aspect of a multiverse or megaverse, as the newly proposed complex is variously called. So perhaps ours is the creation or child of other universes, even a used cell or other component of a more enormous creation than we relatively early humans have yet imagined. Do new entities pop out of the other end of black holes? No matter the enormity and wonder of it all, we are only discussing the relative size and complexity of what we may regard in its entirety as our natural supreme being. 6. Knowing how big the universe is helps tell us how important the little things are, like a ready smile, everyday kindness, our efforts toward achievement, and mutual encouragement.